Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. Did somebody say new free assets pack? What? Currenthill's collection is becoming official DCS material. New update equals 2 new fixed patches. And the Hip Dynamic server public test was a success. This and more on How I Play. This video is sponsored by Pimax. Get their new Crystal Super with our discount code. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to talk about the latest news in DCS world. And after a long week that ended with a big test for our Hip Dynamic server, more about that later in this video, we now get to report on all the recent happenings from within DCS. Since the last update that brought to us new changes, the DTC and a new map plus a campaign by Reflected, we already got 2 new fixed patches, one on the 21st of April and another one on the 23rd. The 21st was important as it contains new changes to the Cola map that were missing from the intended update. I wonder what happened there. Not only that, but the Phantom got a fix for Jester so he can actually align the INS. We also got a solution for the DTC crashes and a few fixes, with most likely more to come in the future. But what came as a big surprise was the recent announcement by ED of their collaboration with currenthill, the famous modder that brought to us a vast selection of ground, air, and naval units. There are years of work with highly detailed models, a long list of units, and the community always wondered how DCS would look if the high-quality mods would merge into the core experience. You see, when using mods, it's always a 50-50 chance that something would go wrong, as updates continue to roll with the core sim and maybe the mods stop working or cause other issues. That's why when dealing with high-quality mods that are created by talented authors like currenthill, the possibility is out there for the devs to actually find a solution and get this content for all of us to enjoy in a safer manner. And so it seems that ED finally made contact and are about to bring many of currenthill's outstanding ground vehicles, aircraft, and ship AI assets into the DCS core experience. And the most important thing is that all of this will be done for free. Oh, really? Yes, you heard me right. Currenthill's AI assets will be added to the DCS core experience so all of us can enjoy, especially in the multiplayer scene, for free. This is huge, and once again, we get to see the community effort becoming part of the official experience. Do you remember when we got Masun's collection of ground static and vehicles? Well, my mind already had the urge back then to ask when we would see currenthill make the same step. Well, it didn't take long, and here we are today. So, what do we get? You can expect high-quality 3D models and new vehicle assets with desert, woodland, and winter textures. Plus, they will all have damaged and destroyed models. We will also get new weapons and missiles to support these new assets. Some will also add new capabilities on the DCS battlefield. I say thank you to currenthill for this amazing collaboration and also ED for choosing to integrate community products in the core experience. And whenever this will be implemented, it will be showcased by us here at How I Play. Moving on. The new Germany map is doing great, with quite some positive feedback from users that bought it. Our own review is on the way, but it will take more time as it has been a busy month with many new and upcoming products sent from our sponsors here in the studio. There is one thing I've noticed, and that is when it comes to the multiplayer performance and servers, it seems that the Germany Cold War map is thirsty for quite some resources, requiring more RAM on the servers than the other maps. Our friends at Fox3 Managed Solutions recommend a minimum of 24 GB of RAM for your server in order to run the map. And speaking of servers, our first Hip Dynamic server public test has been a success. We even went to out of space. The sky is not the limit anymore. As most of you already know, we recently ran our first server stress test last week. gathering enough data from multiple users who tried the server for the first time, and of course members of our Patreon program that have been with us for a long time. I am happy to announce that we got a lot of information, found new errors, and cleared some game-breaking issues. In the initial opening of the server to the public, the mission was populated in a very fast and intense way. We found out that all external mods like Olympus, Lot ATC, and even SRS were causing problems when interacting with the server scripts. Bug fixes were applied as fast as possible, and we stabilized the server to run with less lag and desync. The TGFB coder Tobias was on duty throughout the entire time and worked his magic together with help from our Sergeant Dev Rupesh, and I am thankful for both of their support and dedication to bring a new experience to our community. We even changed the server entirely as part of the test with immediate support from our sponsor at Foxtree Managed Solutions. Our last mission was to identify an error that caused the server to crash completely during testing. From all the information we gathered, it seems that we are now on the right track to solve most issues and continue the development with a future public test in mind, later this year. A big thank you to everyone who participated. Meanwhile, I got more products in the studio, some hidden for a later reveal, and others that we can mention, like the brand new Air 1 Falcon rudder pedals by Virpil Controls, soon in review here at How I Play. And that's it for today. Thank you all for watching until the end of our video. Many thanks to our Patreons that support our channel. Remember to check our sponsors with their promo codes and special links for extra discounts, especially on the brand new Moza MTP throttle and panel, for which we just released our review and impressions. And remember, subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I'm Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.